Hansard, your life architect and intuitive geek. And today I want to talk about, or rather start the process of talking about universal laws. There are 12 specific ones that I want to go through, and let's just get started. Wait, before, I want to say thanks for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. That would be great. So think about it this way, guys. Nothing happens to us. It happens through us. Now, I don't know about you, or if you're feeling the changes that are taking place in this world right now. All I know is that everything is connected and we live in this mysterious universe, and it's really a beautiful place, even though at times it may not feel like it. Right now, there's a lot of heightened energy, that's been going on for a while, and it seems to diminish, but then it comes back. And it feels like it's really ramping up now because chaos seems to be reigning. There's the changing of an old density of thoughts and patterns of thinking, seeking to be released into a newness that's flooding the earth and our universe. And I think that's what's going on. It is causing some disparity. All right, we see that, we know that. We know that not everyone is going to be aligned. And yet through this transformation, which is what we're going through, I think it's really important to understand the basic 12 universal laws and how they can apply to you. I want you to think about it like this. There are constant laws and principles which govern, this universe we live in, this world we live in. And we also have scientific laws, which is what we learned in schools, in our formative years. Think about it like this. A scientific law is that which can be reduced down to a mathematical statement. That's what we learned in school. Remember the E equals mc squared? Okay, that's the scientific law that basically refers to the speed of light in a vacuum. That's what the E equals mc squared means. And yes, I did have to go look that up to remember it. Then you've got scientific theory, which comes about and says we're going to seek about synthesizing a body of evidence or a phenomenon. It's one of those that it's kind of like a statement about how nature operates, right? It's very fundamental. So very basic one, law of gravity. What goes up must come down. That's a scientific theory. It just does, it happens. Law of motion. An object is going to be at rest, is going to stay at rest unless something hits it. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That's what we know about it. The universal laws that I want to talk about today, they don't belong to any spiritual tradition, any religion, and yet they've been around for thousands of years. And they played a part in spiritual traditions, and they're still practiced today. The most common one you've heard about is the law of attraction, which I think we always look at that one. So they're always there, and they've been created and passed down by generations. That's what we want to know. So what I want to do is to break it down and go into all of the 12 universal laws that are most commonly known by people. I want to kind of look at them, explain them to you, show you how they're showing up for you in today's world and what you can do to maybe embrace them a little bit more. So hang with me. We're going to start on it. Universal law number 1 is the law of divine oneness. This is the first and the most foundational law of the universe, law of divine oneness. It's the interconnectedness of things. It says that beyond our senses, every thought, action, and event is in some way connected to anything and everything else. It's like we're all connected as one, no matter what. I think a thought, it's going to go out there. You might be thinking it, someone else might think it, et cetera, and everything like that. The world gets a little chaotic. We might all begin to feel it, but we're all one together with that. So if you think about it, it's about going inside now for you. It's kind of like, think about how it can show up in your life today. You're in a relationship, doesn't matter if it's at work, with a peer, with a boss, at home, with your loved one, with your kids, anything like that, with friends. they say something, it triggers you. And you're just feeling the immense reaction coming up, all of those feelings of, oh my gosh, I cannot believe they said that. I can't believe they did that, or anything like that. No. Okay. That's when you want to press the pause button and say, we are all connected. And ask yourself this one question: who do I want to be in this moment? Do I want to be a complete a-hole and just let it all out, feeling all the feelings that I'm feeling and no regrets? Don't even think about what I'm about to say to you or write to you or email or text or anything like that. Or do you really want to be that loving, compassionate person that you truly are in this life? And that's why you have to come from your heart. This is the law of oneness, divine oneness. I mean, think about it. Whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. That's another law. But the oneness means that how you're feeling is what you want to be able to express to others. Like, you, before you speak, you want to think about what you're going to say, do, react. So you really want to pause and say, who do I want to become? Who do I want to be in this moment? Sorry, who do I want to be in this moment? And come from love and compassion and trying to understand where they're coming from. And if you can't do that, just walk away, sending them love and compassion. Trust me, do it. Don't respond. That's the bigger thing. And that's where the law of divine oneness comes in, to say that we are all connected. That's the bottom line with that one. Okay. Number 2 is the law of vibration. Everything at a microscopic level, down to the very, very smallest dynamic, is in constant motion, and it's vibrating at a specific frequency. This applies to matter as well as to your own personal frequency. Okay. It says that our vibrational frequency can inform our lived experience. So what does that mean? It's kind of one of those that it's like, whatever you are feeling at a low level or a high level about certain things shows up aligned. A great opportunity comes to you because you're welcoming a great opportunity to come to you. Let's break it down even further and look at money, because money is always one of those that we want to be in great vibrational frequency, align that law of vibration, because money is something that is only good for 2 things. It's good to support us, make us comfortable, and to keep us out of survival mode. And the second one is to be able to give things away. That's pretty much it. It's that circular motion. But let's look at money and this law of vibration. You have the ability to bring in tons of money, whether it's for your job, just out of luck, winning the lottery, things like that. People just gift you things. You have money coming to you all the time. Not a problem. It's an attraction thing. What you don't have the ability to do is to hold on to the money that's coming to you, which means that you guys are kind of butting heads like this. Money comes in, but you are not going to be in alignment with it. And you're either butting heads or you're passing each other by in the night, whatever that is. You're just not aligning with the frequency that's coming your way in terms of money. It comes in and then automatically your bank account is empty again. You just don't know why. There are a couple of reasons that I can think of right off the top of the bat on why this is happening. Number 1, the money story that you've held on to from conditioned behaviors, your life with your parents, your grandparents, et cetera, and all like that, is really, really strong. That's the bigger one. Okay. And because that money story is so strong, your container to receive or to be in vibrational alignment with it is also strong, which means that it comes in, but it's quickly going to go out. Let me give you a really good example. So growing up, our money story that we were taught as kids was, we always have just enough. That was what my mother would always tell us. And that was what she was taught also. We have enough, and it's always going to be there in case something comes up. We'll have just enough to take one of your kids to the doctor, or myself to the doctor because I have asthma, et cetera, and everything like that, or to buy a new washing machine if that one goes out. But we'll never have more than just enough. That was the money story that we heard. And it was so ingrained in our lives that even when extra money did come in, my mom would put it into a book. And the book was Gone with the Wind. Hello. The vibration there was, hello, money's going to go with the wind. It's gone with the wind because you got some. It's gone with the wind. So yeah, that was a large money story for me to move past and to accept that I can receive and have a huge container to be able to receive. So that's just one way it shows up. Another, I mean, think about it. It could be money. It could be love. It could be jobs. It could be opportunities. It's all about relationships and how vibrationally connected you are with whatever that is, right? The third one, the law of correspondence. Law of correspondence. This law states that patterns repeat, go through our world, our universe, our lives on a personal level. It's kind of like our reality is the mirror of what's happening inside of us at that moment. If you've never read the book As Above, So Below, As Within, So Without, then it's a good book to read, because what it's saying is what happens outside of us is also happening inside of us at the same time. I think I've told you this, but I have a quote framed on my wall that basically says, it's not what happens to us, but what we do with what happens to us that matters. That's what this law is basically saying, the law of correspondence. It's happening for you, not to you. So let's look at it this way. If your life is filled with drama and a lot of chaos going on where, you're not getting enough rest, you're yelling and are short-tempered with a lot of people, whether it's at work or at home, or you have a little fender bender, this life is just not happening for you. More than likely, or this law states, that's because you're feeling this way on the inside. You're feeling chaotic, you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling fear. And in essence, it's created and moving out of you to create that mirror effect in your life. Now, the flip side of that is if you're calm and you're grounded and everything outside of your life is just firing on all cylinders, it's wonderful, you are also feeling very happy and peaceful within. Anything like that. So that's what the law of correspondence is all about. So if things are not going the way that you want them to be, then hit the pause button again and just look within and understand and recognize, become aware. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? And where do you need to heal? And those are some pretty big areas right there. All right, so I'm going to stop there today. I will have the other, what is that? I've done 3 laws today. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 more. You saw me count my fingers. I will do those in the next couple of videos. If you have any questions about these 3, shoot them down in the comments. Be happy to answer those questions for you. The bigger thing with this is to understand beyond our science, our intuition, our universal sense that we have within us that is now beginning to pop up even more so in this world, to embrace these laws that are just there for us, that we weren't taught in school, and yet they've always been a part of our life. That's what I want to do for you, to help you shift and change and to know that there's more when you allow yourself to come from the inside and out and not just react to life. So I'm here for you. Please like, share, comment. We'd love that. And subscribe. I'm getting more subscribers. I'm almost to that point to be able to make it personalized, which is great. So thank you very much. And thank you. Reach out if you need me. Okay. Check you later, guys.